Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here at Mile High Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
Please welcome your Denver Broncos.
Here's the former Bronco, Matt Prater, out, and he'll get us started in Mile High. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. He was 29, by the way, and he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Brought down before the return gets far. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer. Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. First out of the game for James Cook. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Allen on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and take some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. From the red zone now. Pulled in by his back. Cook. He dodged the tackle. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Free play here. Let's see what he does. That one connects. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Well, they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Matt Prater sets
Now
to
Prater
kick off.
on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Nix. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now. They need 7. Play action with Nix.
aim of any good play caller, especially early in a game, is to get you a one-on-one coverage. And your job, I say it all the time, your job is to win it. Give some credit to that defense. He's out there in man coverage, does a beautiful job of knocking it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Well, you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. Remember, as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense, but you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronc, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix holds on to it. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, Nix. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Just watching from the booth, that looked like a last resort to go take that check down. He wanted to push the ball down the field, but there was nowhere to go. He looked shorter, and this defense was ready to make him pay.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. Here we go with Dobbins. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you've got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Completed over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Yards. And the Bills first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Bills first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got first down from the 31. And Allen will hold on to this. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. And up from the pistol to Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He has it at the 22. Jukes away from one. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Broncos offense all set to go. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing on first down, Nix. He'll try and run this. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Look on the drop here to Dobbins. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. 3rd and long for Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
A gain of 15.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They send the tight end in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Steps up and he's running with it. Oh, Allen loses it. Recovered by the Broncos. And they're going to take over in midfield thanks to that fumble.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
The chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
3rd down run by Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Nix from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. first and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Dobbins will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up fourth and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's one of those moments where you feel like, yeah, I know you're still trailing, but everybody did their job. Defense took the ball away. Offense put you in position to kick it, and special teams delivers with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brandon Condrington to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Bills looking down a very long field. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. They motion a receiver left. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. They send a man in motion. Allen looking to throw. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air again, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. To throw again, it's Allen. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. This is Ingram working the left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So to begin the 3rd, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Allen. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, Coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
The Bills with a punt team out there. His work begins at the 31. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Denver set to take the field on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Man in motion here. On first down, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Escapes the defender. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, ball at the 36. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He dodged the tackle. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Now a toss play with Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained it for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now they face 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Cotterington now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They've got first down from the 31. by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another one for Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, Allen. He keeps it and takes off. Oh, Allen loses it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 14. And the Bills first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now it's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing here, Allen. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Catch is made in close. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Cut near the goal line. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next two snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
Third and 1.
So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Third down, 1 yard to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Running this with Dobbins. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for the Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on first. He sounds just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
Terry Johnson brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Left side now caught by Sutton. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Complete to number 14, Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing again. Here's Nix. He'll try and run this. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Broncos first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Looking to his fullback now. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Nix. He's got it. It's in close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This is Dobbins. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket, and he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
This to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
Broncos 13, Bills 10.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First down throw for Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Six defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, That took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On now comes their punter. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10 from the 41. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They're going to need more of those as they trail by a score. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
39-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Tre'Davious White!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Bills set to take over offensively. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 from the 41. Cook trying this one up the gut. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Allen now on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bills trail by a field goal. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Allen on the play action. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills have taken the lead late. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Broncos 13.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Finds a man right side. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
There's a dive up the middle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And Allen will hold on to this. And he has the Bills the first down. And that block should clinch them this win. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as we'll see you next time from Denver.